Hey everybody, welcome back. It's time for more deck rolling. We're gonna roll our deck and spec and see what we got. Once again, not a whole lot left, so let's see what we got coming our way. Euro Lanjut. Okily dokily. Spec wise, as long as it's not airborne, I'm happy. Support could be okay. I think you get the Kyler in support from West Germany. Just not airborne, please. Don't jinx me a third time in a row. Okay. It's my second... no, you probably can't even build Marines, right? But yeah, support. I can live with it. Would have preferred not to have that, but... Yeah, I don't think you can build Marines. Yeah, you can't. Airborne is possible, mainly due to Germany. I don't even know what you get. You get like Jäger and the planes, of course, and the Phoenix. That's probably it from Landjet. Okay, support. I don't think you get shocks, but Jäger I guess could be okay, especially with Dragona for more spammable infantry. Is it LJ? Or is it? Let me look it up. I don't remember. I think it, or maybe it's just land, like hashtag land. Just had it. Yeah, it's just land. Then again, tank type. I think we get the Kyla. We do. Okay. So of course, it's not gonna be a very strong deck, but in a comparison to some other support decks, I think it might be half decent. I'm not sure if we need a Jupiter for anything else. Yeah, I will prefer Spadon over BGS, so we can definitely do this. Do we get FKP? We get FKP! Oh, okay, we will need the Danish Jupiter for that. I will definitely take a second card of infantry CVs. One in wheel, one in drug, this, and maybe it's something like this, just for living in at the base, huh? You know what? I'm gonna up it. No, I shouldn't. Um, I don't. We get the Mars, but other than that, our infantry, sorry, our artillery, it's not gonna be that strong. Illustrator Group 85 are good. Dragoner spam is good. Yeah, as expected, we do not get any shock infantry. Milans are gonna be very, very strong or very important. Do I take 2 cards of them? This might be overkill, and I think we might otherwise run out of the infantry here. We use both of our good 5-pointers, right? This one has 2 front, 2 side, which is obviously a big deal, especially since it comes with practically no downside. Downside being it losing its amphibious capabilities, but it's not a huge deal. It's not nothing, but it's not a huge deal. Now, do we get Heimatschützen for the ultimate? Just spam in there? Or do we want to get a card of Jäger for some better, like, all-around spam? And I think I'm actually gonna go with the Jäger. Though with Ilstatagruppe, I'm not sure if we truly need them. Maybe I should just take another card of these. Or take a card of the cheaper ones on top of that. You know what? I'll give that a I'll give that a shot. Okay, artillery wise, I think we should take a card of Mars, even if it's not that great. Lars 2 can be good. As I always say, I do like my base M109. And then probably just an M110 or some precision firing. EOD song on veteran is nice. Automatic is of course a must. Not sure if we need that much more. I don't think we really need a Roland or anything like that. Yeah. Kyler, maybe a Centurion, but I don't think we need that because we get the M41, so just still okay. Scout Defender. I would like to have them in a Jupiter. Maybe I will actually skip on these. Just so I can get a wheeled recon. I'm not a fan of BJS, but their wheels. So I would have preferred to use my card on the spade and nah. I think I will do it anyway, and then I don't want to have two cards of Recon Infantry because they don't really do much more than the other, right? Other than being wheeled, they're both 5 mana and slow and can't really fight. And I will need those slots for either the Lux or the Wild Cut, or probably actually the Leopard. Honestly, packs a bit more punch, has a bit more range, is more mobile, and most importantly has some armor, so autocannons don't mulch it down. PNMK is a good base defense unit. Maybe the Lara 2-2 in case we fight on like mud fight. We don't get a Fennec 2-2, no, that's just insulting. I'm not sure if we can actually afford to spend all these points here because we want to have 5 slots in our plane tab. Yep. 2 activation points. Lara 2-2 be gone. Oh no, that was actually correct. Do it like this. 3 cards of anti-tank planes. I think that's worthwhile. Peace Friends also good multi-roll. Pretty straightforward deck. Do I want 2 fobs? I probably should, but I don't expect to call out all of this artillery, right? I think it also heavily depends on the map and the matchup. I think on something like Highway, the M109s are gonna really shine. Plunging maybe. It depends on the area where we push, where we have to fight, etc. Right? So all this artillery is not because I want all of it on the field. It's I want to have the versatility. Mars, I don't really expect to get a whole lot of value out of, but again, there might be some situations. And I think, especially with support, while it is kind of a meme spec and in most situations not really worthwhile, this is a bonus that they have, or like their main bonus. It's not necessarily how much they can field in terms of artillery, unless again, you play like 4v4 and 2v2 Paddy and you want to open with 2 Smirches for Jorgens or some stuff like that. Aside of that, that is really their main strength, is the versatility in terms of artillery. Alright, that's gonna be our deck, and I shall see you in a second. Please no punch bowl. Okay, I like this. What a name. I like this map. I think it's a good map. It's certainly not too open, but with plenty of deep cover where we can make use of our artillery. I think I would have preferred this side. Yes, freaking way. Once I was finished with deck building, I did realize we have no wheeled CVs. I'm not sure about Myth, I'm not sure about the Legend either, but the man is correct. Yes, one out of 3. I gotta work on that. But yeah, not so sure about the Legend or Myth part. Maybe Myth, but certainly not Legend. Okay. Yeah, we just want to play defensive, right, and bog our opponent down with artillery. I hope they will keep loving our videos after I annoy them with artillery. Yeah, if you're watching this, I'm sorry if this turns out to be very frustrating. Now, again, outside of tournaments, I don't do this, right? I'm not doing this because they recognize my videos. The smart way would probably to start with Mars for the opener, but I just don't like doing this unless I'm really tryharding for a tournament, like I did in the recent one where I did do that strategy on Mudfight, for example, with Baltic Front. But I just, not a fan. I'm not blaming anyone who does it, by the way. I don't even know what to say, right? I want to be like, it's not that bad, but what am I supposed to say, right? Just a guy. I try. Mm. Yeah, we want to spread some Milans around, right? Medium heavy tanks, they're gonna be a pain. Kyler is not quite able to really keep up with stuff like that. It does not punch up very well, unless you're very close and can make use of the 10 RPM. But if you're too close, you just get one shot as well. So it's a finicky tank that is just, yeah, something like an M84A or something can certainly punch up. Kyler is one of the worst tanks for that in my eyes. It has its roles, but punching up is not one of those. Let's get some M41s for the ride. Just get some of those on the field, and I'll figure it out on the way to the front line. We not think we really want Jupiter FKPs in the early stages, especially because we can't protect them since they're faster than everything else. So I'm actually gonna not get any of them. Get some instead of Gruppe 85 for the ride, some in mid, some meat shields, and some Kylers. We have a automatic, which isn't a lot, but it is on hardened. Alright, good luck and fun. We'll just figure it out on the way. Get like a leopard here, one there. Like a bit defensive. It's gonna be our recon. One here for sure, the other one, let's try to get it in there. Those are okay. That's you. Right. Either you go there. Automatic. My mortar. 41s. Make sure you go there. My Milan teams. Let's put one here defensively as well. I want to make sure every now and then you can't really lose the sun on the opener if you don't see it coming or you're just overwhelmed. I want to make sure I'm holding this perimeter down, right? This town, depending on what deck they're playing and how much they get it, isn't gonna be that big of an issue immediately, necessarily. Oh boy, what's this? Wombats? Oh, is this Aslev? Sorry, Anzac? It would look like an ass. Oh no, it's Italy. That's a set of CPT. It's Mangusta. Yeah, it has autocannon. Only the AA version has it as CPT. Is this Moto? No, this is unspec. Well, it's not a Moto nor mech, let's put it that way. Not sure if any other spec it could technically. Or it could be technically. Did I screw up with one of my recon squads? I didn't. I should unload you before it is too late. I do have automatics. Get an EOTS Hawk, and just for good measure, get the Gepard here. Centauro? Oh, you lived. I did not register that part at all. Hey, that was kind of stupid of me. For Mark III is definitely gonna eat our Kyler alive. I guess, you know, maybe not that much. It has relatively low armor. Okay, that's very important. Get into cover, maybe he won't spot you. Oh, it actually broke line of sight. Oh, well, maybe it's not that great of an idea. Yep, never mind. Oh, that 875 meter range coming in clutch. Oh, this is not coming in clutch though. Mars might not be too bad. It's not their fastest and has only 2 front armor. Sorry, 2 top armor. Maybe a Mars could actually work. And you don't see it very often, so I want to see what it can do. Okay, let's get it. We have here Fiat, empty veteran. Okay. Well, this got reinforced, so that's not great. Oh, that's a cheeky M41 though. All right, let's fire a bit in here. There's a 040 Mark III in there. Never mind, it might just be dead. Let's fire back here. Oh, Kyler, let's go. Ooh, 40 Mark II Ace. Where are you going? Oh, you lucky son of a gun. Come on, bunch up with your tanks, please. More tanks, more tanks. Okay, hold on, maybe in there. Yeah, that's just from the Paracatato TST that are in there. Shock airborne squads. Leave like 4 shots over and then fire a few in there just to scare him. Very nice, very nice. At that range, the shock squads don't have quite the DPS against infantry too. Oh, now that's a that's how you. Oh, that must have been like a panic movement. Maybe he thought I was going for that, but that's sometimes the best thing you can do with clusters, just force units to move and get in the line of sight of your ATGMs and such. That was chef's kiss. Now we have just spotted. Hello there, Alpini. Spada, that is just also peak cluster. Imperial. God, that thing is actually getting through there. And the rear delineator. As good as Alpini are, right? They only have 7 RPM on their Rickles rifle, so that is a weakness. It's not a huge one, but it is a weakness that I have. Okay, he's running. Let's fire in there. It's a very important position he's going to try to hold, so... Don't forget that there are shock squads on here as well. That leopard is even... Oh no, just fired. Okay. I believe in you, M41. M41s are still very, very solid. Did you see that shot on them on these supply trucks? Oh my! It was full 7 damage from the 7 HE shell. Well, pretty much. Maybe the Draguna dealt some damage. Well, that's the downside of stuff like Il Sottogruppe, right? They have 5 HP. So as nice as they are, you can't really substitute them properly for normal infantry. Okay, stop firing in there because I'm about to move there. M41 again coming in clutch. Now he's forced to like push here, even though he would really not like to, but given that I'm pushing him out of mid, definitely feels pressure to do something, which is understandable, right? Gotta hope that they invested so much into where you're currently being pushed out that you can push on the flank, but it's just very difficult again. That is the strength of like recon units like that. They not only spot the stuff that's trying to get through, they have more than good enough firepower against the stuff that is usually trying to get through, right? Because you're pretty much always going to send in something cheap, something light first. Plus, their stealth allows them to stay more or less safe because they just get spotted so much harder. Automatic doing automatic things. The only thing that can sub an automatic, the bad guy with an automatic is a good guy with an automatic. Oh, Kolmoskin, you hate to see it. Oh, come on. Oh, you shit. I didn't realize you had such low HP. Oh. Milan coming in clutch. Oh, that is frustrating. That is frustrating. You think they're in smoke, but they're not actually in smoke. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. But I'm pretty much like gone in mid right now, right? I have nothing. I have a damage automatic. Oh, that's not good. Well, I have a Gepard there. It's like something. So how did it get? Oh, it's the one from there. Oh, Gepard does Gepard things. So get something there just in case. Luster, it didn't really do much or anything, honestly. I guess by firing in there, I think he thought I was going for this and pushed the OF40 out for the Milan to kill it, right? I assume that's why he moved it out. Because he did spot the Milan earlier. Civine Echo. Interesting, but makes sense, right? He pretty much knows that I have nothing in Echo itself, so not only does he have Mono's full control, he also knows that, or can presume that I have basically no optics on where to put the CV, which is correct. Probably should have split the salvo. Ugh. Now it's like 2 shots left, yeah. He's bombing me there. That is a choice. Not sure if I like the investment of 85 points to kill some M41s. Excuse me, an M41. Didn't really do much. It's usually hard to make use of cluster artillery in 1 versus 1s in my eyes. Ooh. Ah! There was another squad. That's on me. For obvious reasons. I'll get an infantry CV there. Oh, that's seed. Yeah, okay. Right, I got another automatic. Oh, but please. No, it didn't deal enough damage. Please, please. Let's go. That's why you upbet the Egotsog. Wait, I didn't upbet it. Did I? No, I did. It's on veteran. Oh, but still, such a blunder. I forgot about another automatic. Oh, that's peak Razzmann. More 5 point is probably from the Fantaria, but yikes! It was a more than unnecessary CV loss and a more than unnecessary thingy loss, automatic loss. But there's no way he's gonna run 2 cards of the seat, so you're seatless in Seattle now. What's the movie actually called? Something less in Seattle. I forgot. I've never even watched the movie. I've only heard it referenced. Hold on. Less in Seattle movie. Sleepless in Seattle. I have no idea what the movie is about. Again, I've never watched it. Nor have even seen a trailer or something. But I've just heard it being referenced. So I know that that movie exists. And I just like, you know, doing the X less in Seattle for no good reason. It's just brain rot. Okay, come on, gonna get in there. Come on, get in there. Okay, there you go. Now I'm too close. Oh, that's exactly what you have to do against helicopters without turrets. You move in closer if they're trying to get you over a forest. Fine, let's CV up this until I. Yeah, this is a good reason to get some FKP on the field, honestly. Actually, no idea if anything is in there. Let's just probe with these low HP squads. Right, these guys are still there. I should just try to kill them with these. Okay, there's some Fantaria in there. That's not too bad because they just have medium optics. Actually, no. You're probably gonna try to cross across the open there if I do that. What's this? F104? The accuracy on the Hydras, man, is so frustrating. Did I kill them? They killed my other squad that was at 1 HP. They're still alive there. 1 HP, okay. You. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try to move up there with those FKP. I'm happy that I moved my Orzhok. I'm a bit sad that I lost the supply, but it's not a huge deal because it was empty. At the very least. Obviously, I have the fob, right? So even empty supply trucks are quite some use to me. Just no good targets for the Mars. But with 2 armor, maybe we get lucky and can actually kill it, but I doubt it. Especially across the open now. It just doesn't have the power. That didn't even damage it, yeah. It's much better from the other side if you can like Mars this, right? Because it's much deeper, so it's gonna be quite a while until the vehicle is gonna be out of Oh, you just, that's wrong day to move out there, Parakata Tutisti. Wrong day for you. Gotta be careful with those Beanie. Bucket Leopard 2. Okay. 104s, 2 of them. Yeah, they didn't achieve much. Yeah, with no ECM and an Elite Hawk, even if it has only 50% base accuracy, that translates into, hold on, 73% actual accuracy. I think they have, do they have 10 or 20% ECM? I think 10, right? Which essentially counters, if I remember correctly, like each 10% ECM effectively works as if it was nullifying 1 step of veterancy. So I think it has 66% accuracy against them on Elite. But that's another CB. Not sure if I like that buy for your precision, but that's like an 80-point investment, right? We killed the previous one, I'm pretty sure, unless we didn't kill it and I forgot about that. No, I'm pretty sure we did kill it, right? Yeah, you got some veterans in. I've never used it. Any other point? There you go. It did hit me, but it is a stinger, so it's not too surprising. They just don't do too well. These fuckers have 17 AP, right? But they all have no armor, so if I... Oh, this Milan squad, man. Oh, so good. Like, this is a stronger tank than the Kyler. But it also costs more than twice as much, so... Okay, let's at least try to kill the mortar. There were some... Especially the opener was very erratic. But again, this is probably one of the better maps for our deck. Lots of short range engagements, medium range. And I think that we don't... that the deck matchup is even, like, decent. I mean, I would still say that Italy should have the advantage here, but... Oh. But, it just doesn't have the heavy armor, right, that most other decks have. And heavy armor probably would be the big issue. Like Abrams would probably be the worst, right? Something like that. Why are they M1? When did I tell them to fast move forward? What am I doing? Okay, Mars. Okay, you got a hit at some point, right? So you're not completely, technically, worthless. And again, you know, they got an assist essentially by forcing that tank to move out. You're basically out of fuel. Yeah. Let's give you some fuel before we give you ammo. Oh, you're already full. Yes, fighters up there. Get a Gepard there. Can't shoot down there, huh? Okay. Again, like perfect unit against this stuff, right? This is why stealth is this is one of the reasons why stealth is just so crucial and why recon combat units are just so important to have. They don't even need to be like amazing. They don't need to be like an M84AN. But even the cheap ones can be such big game changers and such a crucial type of unit in your deck. And a big reason for why the M41 got nerfed to 15 points. Especially because the tank type version, which was already pretty solid in certain decks, or not even certain decks, and like plenty of decks, was also 10 points, right? And typically, recon versions of existing units have to pay attacks, and they just didn't. Right? Obviously, the one tax that it did pay was the lower availability, and if you want to call it that, the fact that you have to is almost certainly have to pay more activation points because recon slots are more expensive. But that's maybe getting a bit like, you know. Unnecessarily. How should I call it? Detailed. Oh, that's the CV. Again, recon for the win, right? Minimum optics would have spotted that. Minimum optics would have moved there, which what I told him to do, right? This optic spotted it. Oh, Mangusa, that's a tank version, like the anti-tank version. This is why I wanted to get another Gepard. As I want, it's a cheap one. Oh, but with the autocannon at this range, if it comes too close, it's gonna die. Do you have another automatic on the field? I don't. Where are you moving? You're moving in there. So there's units in there. You get an XP. Oh, you got some XP. But I don't think I killed the thing. What did I kill something up here? I didn't. I don't think I killed the Spada. Did Milan? It's an... Oh, he hates... No! Not my Milan! No! No, don't do it. The one shot. Ah, not on target. Did he expect me to dodge forward, or... That was not great targeting, I'm afraid. Fine position. Ah, that squad has caused him so much pain. Sometimes you just gotta sacrifice a card like a single mortar, and just keep shift fire position with the smoke. Sometimes it sucks, but sometimes you just gotta do that. Just keep shifting, shift queuing up. Oh my god, you're spotted. Just keep shift queuing up. How are you spotted? Like, how are you spotted and this isn't spotted? This isn't spotted. This isn't spotted. It must be like here. What an angle. Wait, where are they being spotted from? Where is this? What the? I'm so confused. Well, now, okay, now Kyler, there they are. Okay, now it's spotted. It really was just a bit too deep in there. GG. Oh, you're spotted as well. Thank you as well. It was very rough. I think in the mid game there were some pretty good plays, right? It's actually kind of a tough matchup for them. But tough is relative. Oh my god, the poor. Oh. Damn. That Milan too. And the Mark II get one shot up front as well, right? With 8 armor. Yotzog coming in clutch. What I was gonna say, yeah, like it's pretty much every Italian unit is like on average lighter armor than the average comparable unit. The only exception basically being like their 5-pointers. But then if you take infantry as its whole into account, right? They don't get IFVs. Their wheel transports all of 1 armor, which isn't rare, but on average, I guess the wheel transport would be 1.2 armor or something. Even if we take the Humvee and HMV into account. But like they don't have 2 armor wheel transports. They have good 5-pointers. Ah. And also doesn't have, right? Italy on paper, Italy just looks like a pretty straightforward deck, and it kind of is, but it still has a unique-ish playstyle. It you know, to an extent you can just play it like your typical unspec deck, but to get the best out of it, you'd certainly gotta play it a bit different. But yeah, it just doesn't have armor efficient units, if that makes any sense. So yeah, that's just rough. And the opener, well, I think it just fumbled, right? It doesn't help that they didn't play Italy a whole lot, but he said they were nervous, which is understandable to an extent, although I'm just a guy. But if you're nervous, right, and you're playing with an uncomfortable deck, doesn't help. It does not help. Well, either way, I hope you enjoyed it. And Mr. Rizzler, I hope it wasn't too bad. And I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye.